most smartphones today, they do shoot in 4K, which is a very high quality for a video. For you to have an idea, most movies today are shot in that format. So you have very good quality with the existing phone, unless you still have one of those flip phones. Then you don't. But if you have a smartphone, doesn't matter if it's Android or Apple, you have good quality video. So yes, you can use this all the time. There is no reason why not. All you need really is maybe something to support and put on a tripod. So like this one, I just have to do this.
So this is a little cool tripod.
And turn. See, and I have a tiny tripod that can be on the table and record me while I'm doing my course. Of course, you need to see, okay, more to eye level. So
you would maybe put some books under it or something.
Or get a bigger tripod, and you're done.
But again, you can see how inexpensive it can be.
Right, because even the supporters, they cost $1 or so you're good to go. It's your best friend. It does what it needs to do. So even the sound quality is very good.
This is called a phone tripod.
Yeah, this is a phone tripod. And most of us, we have the earphones with the microphone. So if you can, if it's not too far from you, that's what you're going to use, even for a better sound quality. But they tend to have a very good quality by itself. And the light thing, you have many, these are called ring lights. So let me try to turn it on for you.
Ooh.
And it gives you a light. Like if you're not 20 years old anymore, like myself, actually, this light will even out the face, will do its job.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's a good light. You have bigger ones. I have this one just because I need and I want to be ready wherever I am, so I carry it in my purse.
Wow.
But you can have a bigger one that still goes on the phone, and then you have even more light. So this thing costs less than $10. Hey, we should do our 1 second today like that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. So you see, very simple, very inexpensive, and you have the basic to start doing that. Are you doing the 1 second?
I'm doing the 1 second.
This is a very cool app. Hello there. So you see, for less than $10, you have your studio. You have the phone with high quality video, a ring light that will even the light around, right?
Yeah, fantastic.
There's just not a lot of excuses.
Shahar,
really, there are no excuses, right?
Not a lot of excuses. What is that called?
Ring light.
Ring light. Okay.
And again, this one costs less than $10.
And it connects to the phone jack, the earphone jack.
Yeah, and you find that on an online retailer. And you have all types, fancier, bigger, anything that you want. So that allows you to go and shoot the video, period.
Now,
again,
a tip for your video. So this is one thing that I do. Many times with videos, when we're shooting from our phones, people will naturally, because they're always holding their phones up like this, they'll naturally start shooting like this.
Some apps require that.
Some apps, but most don't. When you're doing videos, when you're shooting videos just from your video app, not through apps.
Right.
A lot of people will do this. What happens is when that video gets uploaded, all you see is basically a strip with your video and then just black to fill the frame. So the main thing, a tip, is make sure that your phone is sideways, okay?
Right.
Because then it'll record in the right proportion to actually fill the entire screen.
So when you put your website or you put in video in e-learning platforms, then you have a video
that fills the full screen, and it's great.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Another tip that I use, Shahar, is there's a setting in your camera somewhere where you can see the guides, the rule of third guides. And so I'm not sure how much you can see here from this camera phone. Can you zoom into the phone? Can you see the guidelines? Okay, so these lines, basically the reason I use them, how I use them is this. When I'm shooting, the horizontal line, I try to find something in my horizon that I can align it with to make sure that my camera is straight.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because many times we'll shoot like this, and then you're shooting and you look good, but everything else in the background is tilted.
But since you mentioned that, why this grid exists? It's called the rule of thirds in photography, and everything that applies to photography actually applies to video.
Yes.
Because again, it's just a series of images. So every time the tic-tac-toe here, the lines meet, is a perfect spot for you, for your eyes, for example, or for your face. So when you take a picture, if you think about this, is the subject on this conjunction here, it's in a good spot. What doesn't work in video, and it gets very, very boring if you center the image.
Many times people want to do that. So
Yes,
you're
they
going
do
to talk
want all the time.
You're going to talk, and then I'm just going to put you right in the middle. And sure, okay, that looks fine, but it looks more pleasant. It'll look better.
A little bit to the
If
side,
it's a little bit
leaving
to the
more
side.
room. Yeah.
One thing that I do when I'm using this, because I always do the rule of thirds thing, I try, if there's one person, I try to put them on one of these intersections. So their face, usually I put it like on this upper
the
quadrant
top, yeah.
here. So use that as a guide for
So it's
more.
a tic-tac-toe that you have in your phone. Wherever the lines meet, it's a good spot for the image, for the subject of the image. We once had a half an hour discussion with a client about that because he thought the right composition is in the middle. Middle is very boring. So yes, you can have, but it's extremely boring.
Yeah.
So if you take your pictures
Remember,
always with the person in the middle, that's not a good thing.
Remember, the number one mistake in marketing
It's being boring.
is being boring, so don't be boring. On my phone, just so you know, when I go to my camera settings, that's called grid lines. So on your phone, it'll be something similar to that.
Yes. Now, let's go now. Since we are with the phone, can I have my phone back?
Yeah,
Okay. We are going to start talking a little bit about live streaming. Why live streaming?
Yeah, let me know. It's a kind of a new thing, and it's very effective, right?
It is not new. Actually, live streaming has been around for many years. We used to do live streaming with Ustream, which is a platform, like 4 or 5 years ago. So it's not that new.
Back.
It's new now for the masses because it became a lot easier. Now I don't have a learning curve. I can do live streaming from anywhere. One of the first apps that showed in the market was called Meerkat. It was only for, I think it still is only for iPhones, but allow people to go and live stream from anywhere. Well, this is so important because really, I don't have to be in a studio. I don't have to be in one specific place. I don't have to be in my home with my internet connection. I take my phone wherever I want and I can live stream to an audience just doing that. So it really gives power to the people. Right? Because now I can live stream from wherever I want. So it's big. Other apps came after that. Periscope is the one that you hear a lot. And it's cool because people can also interact with you at the same time. Well, why is this relevant to us? Because we can create online courses using live streaming, not only from the phone. Like I said, we can use a camera, but we can use the phone if we have to interview somebody, if we are doing from our home, if we want to show some interaction, we can use those as well. So I want to show you live streaming on Facebook. The reason is Facebook is a mammoth, right? It's the big player in the market. They just released, and I told you before on the first block, that Facebook is actually going head-on with YouTube because YouTube also has live streaming, YouTube Live. We're going to talk later about that. So everything you put out there, it shows better. And they're going to revamp this game a lot more. What I'm going to show you today is the beginning because they released this a few months ago. So tools may change places, symbols may change, but the concept is the same. Now, how does this apply to online courses? So this is what I want you to see. So I'm on Facebook and I'm going to need a close-up on my phone in a second. I'm going to go to a group that I have. Okay, it's a group about, here for Curious Mondo, about arts and crafts. Okay, so on this group, and I can do, on Facebook, I can actually do from my profile, and I can do for my page as well, but I'm talking about online courses, so that's private. I'm coming to a group. So I have the phone on the group, and I always have the option to say something. So I click on my status. This may be difficult for you to see, but I'll tell you exactly what it is. So you see here where you can post a post.
So you went to the group and you clicked on say something to post something to the group.
Right. I have some icons here at the bottom. The first one is a camera, so if I want to take a selfie, for example. The second one is a little guy with a bubble. That means live streaming. No.
The last icon, the last icon looks like a little person with like some circles around them. That's the live streaming. It's like you're sending the broadcast out. It's the very last icon. So you click there. After you put what you're going to say, right?
Okay. So I click there. I have now the camera showing up.
Yes.
And he asks for a title.
Asks for a title. What's this video about? So when people are scrolling through their feed, they're going to read this.
Yes. So for example, I can, here, just for the purpose of the example, I'm actually going to do a teaser, a video, just to tell my peeps inside that group what it is about, and it's going to last a very short time. So I'm going to click on Go Live. It's going to be shaky. That's not what we want, but again, this is just an example. So when I go live, 3, 2, 1, it goes live. So now people in my group will have to they will get the notification that I'm live. So I say, oh, Shahar is saying something. Shahar is saying something, right? So Shahar is showing the crew a Curious Mondo right now. Keep phone still is not something I can do with my hands, but I'm going to shift to me. I can just shift.
There's a little
icon here. I shift to myself.
And it switches cameras. It's usually the same button that you do for selfies.
Right. So I then click, and oh, hi, I have myself here. And hi, gals, I'm showing people today how to do online courses using Facebook groups. But I want to remind you that next week I'm giving a course on felting, needle felting, and we are going to felt a lot of lambs. So don't forget to tune in. Go to CuriousMondo.com to reserve your seat. As usual, it's free, it's live, and it's interactive. So let's needle felt a little bit. When I'm done, finish. Okay? The video is done, the video is there.
So now the video it's basically they showed a message and it's like your video
went live for 0.57 seconds. Okay, now, and I click done, it's done. I did the live streaming on Facebook. Now, why is this important for our online course?
Why?
Because I did a teaser here. Well, many things. Because if you have a private group, which most groups are, you can put the people that paid for the course in that group. So let's suppose you're giving a course on needle felting. You create a group for needle felting, you make the group private. Only people that can enter is people that have registered for the course. Then you decide, okay, every Wednesday at 12, I will go live. And you go live and you teach the course. And it's done.
I find this extremely exciting, actually, Shahar, because not very many people are doing it.
No.
But it's so powerful. I have a group. So basically, I can structure my course, right? I have my course I'm going to teach, and then I sell that course. And I say, okay, sell the course. The people who buy, now I create this private Facebook group, and the people who bought the course will be given access to that group. Any lesson, any content that I have as part of the course, I release inside of that private group. Only the people that belong to that group will have access. And then, like you said, this is phenomenal. I can say a certain day, certain time. I can go live, and we can start streaming. Can they leave comments?
Yes, so people start interacting with you. So for example, what you can do, one format, because you really can use your creativity here. Let's say you already taped a series of videos, and that's what you're going to post every day or every so many days on that group. The moment you post that video that you have, everybody always in the group gets a notification, right? So they come and watch. And then you say, on Fridays or on Wednesdays, however you want, I'm here for Q&A. And then you go live, foster that interaction. People will say, oh, I didn't understand that on that video. I didn't understand. So you can use the live streaming just to provide interaction. Remember, we talked on the first day that the number one reason for dissatisfaction with online courses is lack of interaction. Here you solved it. Or another format, the whole course is done live. And later you're going to download those videos just the same, and you can repurpose that video like selling to other platforms as well. So you, again, one after multiple results. You're making money here on Facebook, where you're kind of controlling everything. And then you go and put the video on a video platform that does e-learning, and you get paid that way as well. Same exact course. But while you're creating, it's in one platform, and then you turn to another. Do you think I explained that well? Or?
I think so, yeah. It's great.
Like I said, things may change because this is just the beginning, but for Facebook with live streaming, but it's extremely powerful. Now, that is also true for any type of live streaming that you do. You can live stream your course. Why would you do that? Well, we mentioned that yesterday. The energy is totally different. Totally different. Because you know that your mistakes will be, seen right there. And you are going to avoid. You know there are people watching, so the whole energy rises. If you just do in your thing when you can edit later, that will not happen. You will notice, do both, and you will notice the difference that you're going to have in energy for those. So that alone is a good thing. And you have other options. For example, sometimes our challenge, if you're trying to, if we try to do live streaming and sell a course, or even if we try to just sell a course ourselves on our site, sometimes our challenge is really to show people we know what we are talking about, right?
Yeah.
You say, why am I going to pay? I don't know how much. Why am I going to pay if I don't know you well enough? Let's say you don't have a large social network. You're just starting out. You never did this before. That can be a challenge. Well, you have this option. You can do all the course live and allow people to watch it for free. And then they pay.
Shahar, we had a request here.
Sure.
Of can we show the live stream on the computer?
Let me see. Can we?
So that's what I'm wondering. So can you go live on your phone, and then here we just go to your Facebook profile and show it, right?
We can try.
We can try.
Yeah,
Are you
let's
up?
do it.
Everything may go wrong. So you want to do in the
that's part of
profile,
the
not
live
on the thing.
Yeah, well, do it on your profile. I think it's more fun. And then Shahar is streaming.
It's my reputation we are putting
It is
on
her
risk
reputation
here.
on the line, not mine.
So again, it's the same thing. Now I go to my profile.
So she's going to broadcast from her phone, going straight to her profile. I'm opening a new window, so give me a second here. I need to sign in. And I'm signing in as a regular user to my Facebook account.
So I'm using an Android phone. The iPhone is pretty much the same, but the icons may vary. So I went to my profile, and I can put the status as usual. My first button is go live. See, and in this case, the guy is kind of red. So same thing. And it tells you new, so you know this is going to shift at some point. So I go live, same thing. Just kidding. I'm going to put the title, just kidding. Okay, because we don't know.
Hold on, don't show my screen just yet.
Okay.
Let me log in first.
I never get any spelling right with this stuff. Okay, so then I say go live. I already have the camera on me. 2, 1. And there you go. At this point, I'm live. And people now are, this is showing on my feed like crazy. Like I said, Facebook pushes. And eventually, I will see people here. Facebook will allow the interaction. Just like it happens on Periscope, people can leave comments and you can answer. So, hi everyone that you're looking at this now. Today I'm here at Curious Mondo. And Nashla and I, we are actually the instructors. We are giving a class on how to use online courses.
While she's teaching that. You keep talking.
I keep talking.
We're going to switch to the computer. We want to show people how live streaming works. So bear with me here for a second. Because we are trying to show them how it shows in the computer. By the way. So that's it on the computer.
This 3-day class on demand now is your choice. But we cover everything you need to know to create your own online courses. So don't forget to check it out on curiousmondo.com. Is that enough?
I think that's enough.